The most powerful single-cylinder engine in the world has just arrived in Brazil. I'm talking about the Ducati Hypermotard 698. I'm Amanda Pagliari, and this is the most charming motorcycle channel in Brazil. And in this video, you'll find out everything about it, technical features, when it arrives in Brazil, how many units, and of course the price. Go ahead and hit that like button. This motorcycle deserves it.
The Hypermotard 698 Mono is a fun bike. It has a youthful appeal and a lot of sportiness. It's an ideal model for drifting and also for wheelies, the popular grow. In fact, the engine is prepared so you can do wheelies without running the risk of running out of oil in the engine.
Both the water pump and the oil pumps are attached to the balance shaft. We can see there that it has two oil pumps, one pressure pump that sends the oil and one recovery pump. Why does it have two pumps? The valve of the pressure pump, which is the one that sends the oil to the circuit for lubrication, and another pump that removes the oil from the chamber, from the connecting rods, and sends it back to the main pump housing. What for? Mr. Luis, who likes to do wheelies, can rest assured that there will always be oil in the pressure pump. Then, if you have to ride it from here to your house on one wheel, there won't be any problem. Still, we suggest you don't do that. And if you don't know how to do a wheelie, we'll see later on that it even teaches you how to do it, preventing you from falling if you try a wheelie. But then Almeida will teach you. That's it. I think Luis says that. That's it.
And this single-cylinder engine is derived from the twin cylinder of the 1299 Panigale with 659 cc producing a maximum power of 75 HP at 9,750 RPM and 6.4 kgfm of torque. However, the engine can gain 7 more HP if you install the Termion exhaust tip, which is available as an accessory. Everything on the Hypermotard 698 Mono was designed to reduce weight, from the engine components, its trellis frame, the use of a lithium battery, and even the cast aluminum wheels. 17-inch rims with Y-shaped spokes which make it lighter. Altogether, the bike weighs 151 kilos, not counting its fuel tank, which has a capacity for 12 liters of gasoline. The front suspension features a 45 mm diameter inverted fork from Marzocco, which is fully adjustable with a travel of 215 Nm. At the rear, it features a Sachs shock absorber, which is fully adjustable with external adjusters for calibration and a travel of 240 mm. The 698 Mono comes with a Bosch Brembo braking system featuring cornering ABS. In addition, the front disc has a diameter of 330 mm with an aluminum carrier and a Brembo M4 3/2 radial caliper with 4 pistons. At the rear, the disc has 245 mm and a floating caliper with a single piston. The design of the Ducati Hypermotard 698 Mono is that of a true supermoto with sturdy, prominent forks and slim fairings. Its front headlight is a super compact LED unit with a double CDRL signature. The other lights are also LED. The seat is a single-piece type and has a height of 90.4 cm from the ground, but it can go down to 84.9 cm with the lowering kit. And it comes with 4 riding modes and a lot of onboard electronics.
All the materials that Mark and Luis will talk about, magnesium, titanium, it's not just that, there's a lot of electronics involved and very little of it goes there. Starting here with the dashboard. It's a minimalist dashboard with all the information you need so you can understand what you're looking at. There are several built-in systems, including one for Bluetooth as an accessory, and they handle everything. It's compact, it has a white background with black graphics. I always say this, why a white background with black graphics? You have visibility no matter where you're riding the motorcycle, whether it's sunny, raining, or dark. In other words, it's of military origin. And I have this dashboard to use all that information. And then we have level 1. It only works on the front wheel. The rear is free, that's already for the experienced professional rider. So the ABS has these 4 settings that you can change depending on how you want to ride, your desire to ride the motorcycle, and what you want to do with the bike. But now something different and epic. I like to use that word because it's epic in the motorcycle world. Control, drilling, camelino, wheelie, it's not something normal. What does it allow? It's not just for fun, it's so strong, so light, that it's going to be very easy for us to do this with the motorcycle. And it's there to help us so that nothing unusually dangerous happens. And then we have levels 4, 3, 2, and we can have level 1, which I'll explain in a moment. I allow it, but I also make sure we don't get into an uncontrollable situation. She stops controlling a little, and we control ourselves in a total way. But on the track, for example, we have a version 1 which allows not only to control the engine power, but also electronically, based on lean angle, to manage how the torque is delivered. And this is only allowed when we install the exhaust system, which always comes with software in the control unit. Everywhere, when you install an exhaust system, there is always software added to the exhaust. It's not just about performance. We're going to have more electronics, more advanced technology, superior. Is that okay? Here we have a chart. I'm not going to explain it one by one now. You won't need that information, but we have a chart here of the 4 riding modes: the power, the ABS level I was explaining, the wheelie control, the traction control, and the ABC. It allows us to understand all these differences and these controls. So I always ask that you take the bike, borrow the bike, and then read the manual a bit to understand what we can do with it, because it has a lot of possibilities. It has a lot of integrated technology, both in terms of materials and electronics.
It's already available at dealerships, but there are only
100.
units.
Então corre porque vai acabar logo.
Comes to Brazil in this single color option, with the option for you to add accessories for 94,990 reais. So, what did you think of this machine? Leave a like, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe here to the canal Motoplay. Because as soon as I test this machine, you'll be the first to know everything. See you next time.
Big kiss.